sorry, I didn't even see you there.
That's all right. I'm glad I spoke up, otherwise you might have run over me.
I guess I have my mind.
Clinic, huh?
What else?
Look, I know you think I'm biased, but I really believe that Lee is going to find a plan to save it.
He's got to. He's my only hope.
Don't you worry. We're all behind you.
Not everyone.
You mean Scotty, huh?
No, I mean Leslie.
Leslie, I don't get it.
Leslie would like nothing.
Worried about you. Any wife would be. And if she questions your interest in the clinic, it's just because she loves you, Rick.
If she loves me and I know she wants what's best for me, then she should realize that some things I have to do the way I see them. I don't care how anybody else feels. That includes Leslie.
She does have a right to her opinion.
I've got an obligation. I've got a responsibility to the clinic and to this community, and I'm going to do everything I can to keep that clinic running.
Which is where I come in, huh?
With flying colors, I hope. Lee, what's your plan?
Well, it's very simple, really. The clinic is a public service, but it is not owned by the city, nor does it receive public funds. And that's the reason that people in authority didn't insist that it become a part of the new mall, just the way the sports center did.
Well, I understand that. Go on.
I've got to prove that it is a necessity, that the city would suffer irreparable harm if it was closed. Port Charles badly needs that health service. Now, I've just got to get the judge to agree with me.
You're going for a court order of some kind.
Well, I'd like to get a stay of eviction. That would buy us enough time to consider a permanent solution. So what do you think?
I think it's your best shot, and I doubt if you'll have a second one.
Mark, I'm kind of busy right now.
Look, I just want to tell you I'm sorry for sticking my 2 cents worth in, but I just couldn't help overhearing. And I want to tell you, you're absolutely right.
How would you know?
Beg your pardon?
You don't have any idea what I think. I certainly never thought Rick was too good to work at the clinic.
But Rick is a brilliant surgeon.
Yes, he is. He is also a compassionate and caring human being who needs to help people on a lot of different levels. That clinic is a very important part of his life. I don't want to see him lose it.
Well, I assumed you were against saving the clinic.
I most certainly am not. I am against him getting involved in the fight to save it. I think that should be left to the attorneys. I don't like anything that takes his time and his talents.
Well, that's what the clinic is doing, Leslie.
No, it isn't. The clinic gives him great rewards. He gets a whole lot of satisfaction out of the work that he does there.
You know, Leslie, you're right. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because I can't for the life of me understand how Rick can be obsessed with treating cuts and bruises instead of saving lives in OR.
That's because you only know him as a surgeon. You don't know him as a man.
You can't separate the two.
Exactly. And that's why he's a fine doctor, wherever he chooses to practice.
What's keeping her?
She'll be along in a minute. Can I get you something?
Oh, yeah, you get me a stay of execution for the clinic and some understanding from my wife. You give me those 2 things and you will make my day, Jessie.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't offer those.
You can't help me.
Sorry I asked.
Listen,
Hey, Rick.
we have got to talk.
You don't have to break my arm.
Well, that may be the only way I can get any support out of you. Please.
Trust me on this. Breaking my arm will not achieve your goal.
Right, then what do I have to do? What are you afraid of?
I am afraid of the time and the energy that it will take if you get involved in the fight to save the clinic.
I have to do it. Don't you think I would rather be saving people's lives than fighting with some bureaucrat?
Yes, I do. So get out of the ring. Let somebody else do the battling. I know you care about those people. I know how much you want to help that community. What does that have to do with battling lawyers and corporations?
She's right.
What?
I said she's right. I know a brilliant surgeon when I see one. At the clinic, you're doing what any general practitioner can do. I mean, it's useful work. But leave it to somebody who can't do anything else. It's a waste of your time and talent as a specialist. You're too fine a cardiologist to be putting Band-Aids on some kid's scraped knees.
Rick, I'm sorry.
You didn't do anything.
Mark,
doesn't understand.
You can say that again.
You meant well.
I don't think meaning well is an adequate excuse.
Maybe not. I just hope you realize I never felt that way.
Never?
Never. I never once thought he's too good to work at the clinic.
Next thing you know, Mark will be saying, don't treat anyone unless they can afford you.
That's not what he meant.
Look, I happen to love working at the clinic. Now, is there anything so radically wrong with that?
Of course not. I can certainly understand the satisfaction there is in it.
Look, it is a lot better than some of the things about this hospital, like the red tape and getting things done.
Yes, well, it may have been in the past. I think that may be about to change.
This, too, will pass.
Mm-hmm. Maybe taking you right along with it.
I know what I'm doing.
That's what I'm afraid of. Rick, let's face it. We both know that when you get caught up in a cause, you give it everything you've got, willingly, beyond the point of exhaustion. All that time, all that energy, all that love. It doesn't leave a whole lot for the rest of us.
I was afraid you felt that way.
What way?
You feel basically the same for the sports center as you do for the clinic.
That's not so. Medicine is my life, too. I can certainly understand that. Boxing was a whole other world.
Aren't I allowed the same amount of dedication for the waterfront clinic as you are for a clinic here at the hospital?
Who said you weren't?
You imply that much.
I did not. Will you, for once in your life, listen to me? I am not questioning your dedication. I'm not saying you shouldn't have it. I am just saying you shouldn't get involved in the fight that lies ahead. That's for the lawyers.
If I don't take this stand, exactly who will take it? And then the clinic will become history.
It may anyway. Scotty is buying up the entire waterfront.
Yes, I've noticed that, Leslie.
Have you also noticed that nobody has been able to stop him? What makes you think you can?
Somebody has got to.
That's great. I don't think he's going to be lying awake nights worrying about it.
Well, here you are.
You think you'd taken a day off?
Oh, no. He doesn't do that. The last time he took a day off was in 1973. It was a Thursday. I think he wasn't feeling well.
Leslie, Lee, what do you have?
Nothing much. Maybe a way to save the clinic, that's all.
Yeah?
What?
Isn't that good news?
That's great.
Are you serious?
I may have figured a way to mount a reasonable defense of the clinic, Rick.
Reasonable.
Well, in the eyes of the law, and that's all we care about at the moment.
Lee, if you can pull this off, you are a genius.
Wait till you've heard the plan.
Listen, guys, I'm going to pass if you don't mind.
Percy, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. I just have work to do. I have to get upstairs. To tell you the truth, I can't sit on any more of these discussions because I'm starting to feel dizzy, like I'm running around in circles. Lee, if you say it's a good plan, I believe you. I hope it is. I hope it's something that you can do by yourself so that my husband doesn't have to go off tilting at any more windmills.